It was appalling to see the hateful scenes on the steps of the Sydney Opera House one day after October the 7th, and I can tell you I'm deeply ashamed that it happened under my watch as Premier of this state. Over the past few months, we've seen things that we would never thought we would see in this country, certainly not in 2025. A holy synagogue desecrated by a hateful swastika. A second house of worship in Victoria set on fire in the hours before dawn. To a person, these have been cowardly and anonymous attacks conducted under the cover of darkness, designed to intimidate, to bully and to threaten the Jewish people of New South Wales. But today we are gathered here at this summit as one community, representing different political parties, but speaking in the clearest possible terms, and that is that this campaign of anti-Semitism must fail, and this campaign of anti-Semitism will fail. I think it's important we speak about why. It will fail because the Jewish people have an inner strength that is unbreakable. It will fail because Jewish neighbours have the vast majority of people, Australians, at their back. And it will fail because the message needs to be loud and clear that if you attempt this kind of menace, the police will track you down, they'll throw the book at you, and most crucially, if the laws don't allow for proper prosecution, then we must change the laws. Friends, I know this has been a terrible summer for the Jewish community of New South Wales. From our conversations, I know that you're exhausted and frustrated and justifiably angry. No one should ever have to change their behaviour because of the ignorance and bigotry of small minds of other people. There are Jewish kids who are no longer catching the bus to school in the morning. There are Jewish kids who are hiding their school uniforms in public, and I need to say it in an unambiguous way, this is a public disgrace. This shouldn't be allowed to happen. We've got a responsibility as elected leaders as well, in fact, in particular. As the great British Rabbi Jonathan Sacks once said, Jews cannot fight anti-Semitism alone because the victim cannot cure the crime. The hated cannot cure the hate. The only people who can successfully combat anti-Semitism are those active in the cultures that harbour it. And while there are clearly people out there who have hate in their heart, New South Wales will never be a safe harbour for the poison of anti-Semitism. Everyone here would know anti-Semitism is a particularly corrosive form of hate. It diminishes our people. It degrades our society. As Rabbi Sacks said, it's not your responsibility to cure this crime. It's the responsibility of people in government and law enforcement and leaders like myself. And I promise you, I'm deeply conscious of that responsibility.